Hi, I'm Ibrahim Nal, and I am the senior student of TED University at the Computer Science Department, and I will be introducing and I will be presenting the summer internship. And first, I'd like to begin by showing the presentation that I prepared. Um, so, first of all, I like to introduce the company that I worked in. Yüksel Proje, founded in 1878, is in the position of the largest engineering and consultancy firm of the Turkey today, firm which has completed numerous large-scale projects both inland and abroad, is providing services mainly in the fields of feasibility, design, construction, supervision, and project management under the main headings of the transportation, infrastructure, and environmental buildings, geological and geotechnical engineering. And unfortunately, I wish I could work as a team in there, but you know, due to the unfortunate pandemic issues, I couldn't work in there, and I completed my internship as online. But also, one of my friends, Furkan, who helped me a lot in the project, we were studying at the same school, and he helped me in the process which I was trying to complete a project which is expense manager. Then I will tell about the project later. And the tools and technologies that I learned in the internship, the most essential was the learning the C# language. Actually, it took like 5 or 6 days to learn that language, because it was like Java programming Java programming language, and it couldn't take much more time to learn just because I know Java. And also the second essential thing was learning .NET Core MVC, because they were doing their projects by using that framework, and the rest of them was also essential too, because I was using ANSI framework to integrate the um, integrate the classes between the database. So I mean, I was integrating my classes with MS SQL Server, so it was also one of the essential things that I learned in the project. Um, I also want to talk about the project that I completed there. Well, actually, I completed just a one project, but that project was huge. I mean, uh, I was completing that project by myself. I was doing the front and the back end parts all by myself. So I took the responsibility in a single project during my internship. However, as the project was comprehensive, it took 3 weeks to complete the project. Uh, I like to talk about the details of the project also. I mean, as a user, first thing that you have to do is the register the system. I try to keep the system as simple as possible. You have to enter this 4 rows, which is username, user email, user password, and also you have to make sure that the user entered the right password. So I asked the password again, and once you do not complete any of these parts, then system will ask you to complete the phase again, which I will show you a demonstration video later. And since you have an account, once you click here button, that will send you automatically to the registration page. And um, it also checks for the email. I mean, since you uh, does not enter any Gmail part, it will ask you again to enter the right face. Um, since you register the system, then you'll have to enter these parts. Um, you have to enter your username and password. And once you are done with the login system, then you will you can go the other tabs of the system like send email, login, expense manager part, which is most crucial part of the web app because you are doing all the things in the expense manager part. um, Once you want to add, once you click that add button, then it will ask you to enter these 3 rows. Actually it shows 4 rows, but system automatically enters the date, so you have to just enter those types, which is type, catalog, and the amount of the activity. Well, actually the system is simple. The system is a simple to-do list which will help you to view your income and outcome activities. um, I mean, and actually also you can change those catalog names, etc. I mean, you can change all the things in there, and once you change any feature, then it will also change in the database also. And also and I will show a, demonstration later. And once you are done with those types, I mean, you can enter multiple rows in the system, and once you click the graph button, then it will show you this type of graph. But I will just show two type of things in the chart because you can only enter income and outcome. And also I like to show a quick demonstration of the system. Um, the user enters, I mean, in the first part, I'm trying to register the system, um, and I'm entering a wrong password as the second part. I enter my username, I enter my password, and as you can see, the password again part is not same as the first one. So system gives a warning to make sure that you enter the same password again. And I check it and I re-enter my passwords, and this time I will enter the right passwords. As far as I remember, I entered 123. Okay, now I successfully registered the system. Then I will log in. Now I enter my username and password. Since I did not enter my password, system gives an error again. Now I'm in my MS SQL database. Now I'm checking my inputs. As you can see, since I enter my username and password, it shows in the system. Okay, now I'm successfully registered the system, and since my username is user, system shows user. If I would have entered a different name, it will definitely show up in there. Now I like to enter some records to the system. I enter the type, and then I enter the amount of the record, and I enter the catalog. Let's say car, okay. Now this time I enter an income. So my income is lower than the car. Okay. Um, Now I check for records in the system. So as you can see, these are the cars and fees. The rest of the previous one that I was testing the system, so don't mind them. Now I can see my data clearly in the system. Now if I want to delete any record of the system, and also system asks you to enter OK button, because you have to make sure that you are deleting the system. So yeah, the car record is gone because I did this in the system. Now I'm adding a different record and it's gonna be expense. I enter the car again. Now I will have a graph. Now here is my graph. System clearly shows the incomes and outcomes. And since I enter a different record to the system, then the graph will automatically change. Yeah, the previous one was 90 and this one is 91 because I changed system. Now since I entered with a different account, I'm entered with a different account and I checked it in the system, new user, because I'm using a different system. Now the previous ones are gone because now I entered the system with a different account. Now I can add different record again, then I will have a different graph again. Yeah, so that was what I completed in my internship. Just because I'm learning the system, I mean, just because I'm learning a new framework and a new technology, it took me a time to learn that. But as soon as I check some of the things that I know that I don't know in Google, etc., I learned the system. So it helped me a lot in the internship. So I'm happy that I'm happy that and I'm happy that I had that internship. That was my presentation. Thanks for everything.